A little preview or review, rather. Hi, everyone. We had a project going for quite some time now, through several versions of fires and COVID and a lot of things going on. But we have 99.9% completion now on phase one of the website upgrade project. And just to share, this was a joint project between institutional advancement and IT and our consulting team from Adaptive Edge. There it goes. And then just again, some review. The new site is focused on external audiences. It is mobile friendly. It has our branded and well-known home address. We're hoping very much that it will help students find the products and services they're after, engage them better, get them to the services and support they need, and then take the majority of internal facing content and move it to an intranet or the Office 365 platform that IT is working to migrate everyone to. And then to just make sure, right now our existing site is very large. Very little is ever deleted or taken down, and there's a lot of redundant and therefore often out-of-date information that exists on way too many places. So we're working very hard to keep it focused. And while no one ever hits 100% 508 compliance for disabled persons, we are much, much closer to being compliant at the site. So I'm going to give you a tour of the site now, if I can share that screen. Just get this out of my way. So this is the new homepage. You can all ooh and ah now. It is primarily focused on what we've come to understand are the primary things of interest to the students and the community. So apply, start them out, right? The academic programs and our offerings, and then our resources and support areas. And I'll walk you through those in a little bit more detail. This final button links back to our information on the COVID response at the college page. As we scroll down, we will see the e-brochure, which is a separate software platform that Admissions and Records initiated, and it allows you to click boxes on topics of interest. It builds a PDF for you, and it emails it to you. Next up, we have event highlights, and you can hover to get a description, and then you can click through to the various landing pages, and they can be internal to the site or external. The Register for Vote, for instance, takes you to our Turbo Vote platform that Bob V got us linked up with. Back to the home page. The bottom of the page, above the footer anyway, are featured programs. So these are just highlights that we will rotate on a, we're not quite sure, weekly or monthly basis to highlight various academic programs. Lastly on the home page is our footer, which Troy, one of our consultants, just wrapped up moments ago, and it has the required one-click link to the Board of Trustees and some other key pieces of information. Going back to the top line, under our About menu, we have pretty much some of the same content that's in the current About, with the addition of human resources and jobs. as well as the newsroom, which is, I think, just about ready to launch. Under Apply, we really took a very student-centric approach. So each pathway is coming from the position of where the student is coming from. It's audience oriented. So if you are a new student, you can click through, get your 5 steps to enroll. And each of these are designed on an accordion, which is really a nice way to organize a lot of information, particularly on a mobile platform. So we give students access to each step. Following that, we have our programs. So under all programs, there is an index of all of them, and I must apologize. I don't know why chemistry is coming up above A at the moment.
Oh.
Chemistry is...
Yes.
Oh, it goes...
I think chemistry department must have had a little finger on the scale there.
Yeah. But you can sort by department, division, or program, and we will be adding cross-references to this list. For instance, business administration will likely be its own entry, because sometimes people don't look for business and entrepreneurship. They don't understand that that's the name of the program, and so they would look for business administration or accounting. So we'll be adding those cross-referenced terms to this list to just make it as easy as possible for people to find things. Digital design graphics is another example that will come up under drafting, as well as DDGT. And then there is another navigation method for all the categories of our programs. And this list was developed with the academic deans. Thank you to Bob V. and whomever else is here. And then, you know, it just kind of drills you down. You keep, okay, arts, yes, and you keep going, and then you land on the arts page. And you might say, well, that's kind of a strange thing to have on arts, that digital art and design or dance. Well, isn't dance and, you know, PE or now kinesiology? But this platform allows us to put it in both places so that the student who thinks about it being in one area will find it there, and the student who thinks about it in another way will find it in another spot. One of the pages that we were very lucky to have videos from Charlie Monahan. He did a series of videos for each of the CTE programs, and we were able to embed these. And you can watch them either on the small window or full screen. I don't know.
Napa is blessed with really the perfect climate for growing grapes. We have these cool winters, these long, warm summers that really helps with the chemistry of the grapes. They get the sugar, but they create a lot of...
So I won't take up all the time showing you all the wonderful, beautiful videos he showed us, but each academic program page has a description. This is primarily taken from the catalog. If there's a video that's available, it is here. We also have, again, some accordions that link to the degree information, and these link directly to the catalog. So, as I said, one of our goals is to have the information only living in one spot. The catalog should be the place of record, and so we link to that. Catherine Rhino is working now to upgrade or revise this site to match the design of the new website. We put in career opportunities. Often we had this information, but when we didn't, we linked them to the Salary Surfer platform that we are partnered with. And if there were specific resources for this program, we would add them here, but primarily these are currently linked to our biggest support services of the Math Success Center and the Writing Success Center. And then you can close these back up. And on your phone, I think you've probably experienced that where you click something, it opens, and then you can close it and move to the next piece of information. These work just like that on a mobile device. And we have the program coordinator in Paul G for this particular program. Moving on, we categorized and sorted the student service and resources by like things. So health, safety, and support gets you to the Child Development Center, parking and police, the police emergency app, the ombudsman for students in need, transportation, and health services. At the moment, most of these link back to the old site, and that content's going to be migrated in phase 2. We have a staff directory that is integrated with the Active Directory as managed by IT, and we're working to expand some of the searchable fields and what is available. But you can call, email, or find room numbers right from this page or by drilling down. We are also trying to meet Bob Parker and Bob V's request to be able to search Bob and find Robert, but that is not quite implemented yet, sorry. A somewhat late add to phase 1 was Workforce Training Center, where we can promote and guide people to training based on what employers need, public agencies need, and this is Charlie's area predominantly. It is arranged and organized much like the academic programs, with instead of this being degree information, these are the courses available. And then you can also link out to request custom training, and we're using the Office 365 Forms platform, which is mobile friendly and hopefully will become our Forms standard over time. Lastly, or towards the end anyway, there is our mini portal. This is a replication of the existing mini portal on the existing site, but soon will be a single sign-on. So a student will be able to click here and access all their resources through one login. And our A to Z links back to the old site right now until we move all the rest of the content over or thereabouts. Are there any questions?